that Therapeutic Goods Administration, through various means, had discovered there was this increasing problem of paracetamol poisoning in young women, teenage girls effectively, female adolescents. And this was quite a surprising rise at that time. So over the 10 years up to about 2018, rates had doubled. And that's when they started thinking this is a bit of a problem, and they commissioned a report. Actually, since then, with COVID, in the youngest age group of teenagers, these rates have then tripled again. So now sixfold higher at the end of the COVID shutdown period than it had been in 2012.
Wow, that's quite alarming. That's quite alarming numbers there. Now, your report made a number of recommendations, which included reducing the size of packs of paracetamol and also limiting the number of packs that can be purchased in one transaction. In light of those, do you think the current proposed restrictions are in line with the recommendations in the report?
Well, actually, our report didn't say, you have to do this. It essentially presented a suite of options to the government about what they could do about it. And then they selected which ones they thought were acceptable in the light of the need for people to keep taking painkillers and for legitimate reasons. And so it's always a trade-off. But our report was really summarising what the evidence had said might make a difference, and that included pack size restrictions, it included limiting packs, it included an age limit. And it included making modified release paracetamol prescription only. And the government selected some of those options, and I guess we'll see if that's sufficient with time.
I guess many of our viewers watching this will be wondering how it affects them. Will this make it more difficult for someone with a headache to go and purchase paracetamol at the chemist? What would you say to them?
Well, it'll make no difference to them whatsoever. So if you're occasionally taking paracetamol, what this means is when you go into a supermarket, you'll be able to buy a packet of 16. You can go into a pharmacy and just buy a packet of 24. If you ask the pharmacist, if you ask the pharmacist, you can get larger packs. So it's really that simple.
And just briefly on the overdosing on paracetamol, I mean, how safe is paracetamol if you're using it correctly, if you're taking the dosage that's recommended? Do people need to be worried about accidental overdosing at all?
Generally, paracetamol is very safe as a regular medicine or an occasional medicine. People taking therapeutic doses rarely get into trouble. We do see people who get into trouble where they overdose without trying to harm themselves, like they have a headache that won't stop, and so they just keep taking more and more. And those people can certainly get into harm. But if you're taking the recommended doses, there's pretty much no chance of getting into any trouble.
Okay, Nicholas Buckley,
toxicologist. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't ask AI about this. It'll probably give you the wrong answer.
Oh, AI will always tell you the worst possible thing. Do not use it as a doctor. Very good advice. Nicholas Buckley, toxicologist with Sydney University. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
If you or anyone you know was affected by this video, please contact Beyond Blue on 1300 224 636 or Lifeline on 13 11 14.